Hello book lovers, I am Vanapalli Harshiki. You are seeing Family Notes. Today our topic is disorders of osseous system or diseases of osseous system. Now let us know about few disorders of osseous system. Those are osteoporosis, Paget's disease, rickets or osteomalacia, osteomyelitis, Achondroplasia, osteogenesis imperfecta, rheumatoid arthritis, Ankylosing spondylitis, psoriatic arthritis, Reiter's syndrome. Now first let us see about osteoporosis. It is known as reduced bone density due to decreased deposition of minerals. It means it is reduced because its deposition does not keep pace with resorption. It is characterized by skeletal deformity, bone pain, and fractures. Fractures may be at hip, wrist, and vertebrae. Now coming to the Paget's disease. It is a disorder of bone remodeling where the normal balance between bone building and bone breakdown becomes disorganized and both osteoblast and osteoclast become abnormally active. Now coming to the rickets and osteomalacia. Rickets occur in children and osteomalacia occurs in adults. Both are due to vitamin D deficiency. Rickets lead to bowing and deformity of lower limbs. Osteomalacia is associated with increased risk of fracture and bone pain. Now coming to the osteomyelitis. It is an post-operational or injury-related bacterial infection of bone. It is purely a bacterial infection. Now coming to the Achondroplasia. It is a genetic abnormality which prevents the proper ossification of bones that develop from cartilage models, leads to characteristic dwarfism. That means the long bones of the limbs leads to short limbs, so that characteristic dwarfism. Now coming to the osteogenesis imperfecta. This is also known as brittle bone syndrome. This is a group of conditions in which there is a congenital defect of collagen synthesis, resulting in failure of ossification. The bones are brittle and fracture easily, either spontaneously or following very slight trauma. Now coming to the rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, it is a chronic progressive inflammatory autoimmune disease mainly affecting peripheral synovial joints. It affects the synovial membrane. Now let us see about ankylosing spondylitis. This tends to occur in young adults and affects the joints of the vertebral column. Classification of the intervertebral joints and laying down of new bone leads to reduced spinal flexibility and permanent deformity. Now coming to the psoriatic arthritis. It is associated with psoriatic condition involving nails. The joints most commonly affected are those of the fingers and toes. Now coming to the Rheumatoid syndrome. Rheumatoid syndrome is an infection of Chlamydia trachomatis and usually affects lower limbs. It is also known as polyarthritis with urethritis and conjunctivitis. Along with these disorders, we also have osteoarthritis, gout, and carpal tunnel syndrome, systemic lupus erythematosus, systemic sclerosis, etc. We will see them in the future classes. In first year, we need only definitions, and in coming years, we will see briefly about each disease. If you like the video, please subscribe and thank you for watching.